Encode your DNA. Define your genetic structure. Choose a genetic resilience. Choose your first style. Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick a Deadeye. Deadeye. Deadeye chosen. That'll work. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at, but for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key.
Let me introduce myself. I'm the light and bright side of you, or your inner voice to be precise. An echo of balance and
Seems more like you're being light-headed if you ask me, but you'll come around, eventually.
But what comes around goes all the way back around. So, it's better...
In your nature, and here I was hoping we'd be all about natural selection, survival of the strongest, and so forth. If that's not instinct, then I don't know what is.
Natural selection is all about evolution and progress.
Guess left can be right sometimes. Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die. All things end. Smart to protect your melon. Looks like you've got this. The oil sludges everywhere. For most, it only means death. But some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. You have a good eye for that stuff. Right between the eyes. fancy box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Great capper. Pull, go on. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the... Just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's going to take It's coming from behind that door. There you go. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Bullets everywhere. Took care. Great. talk to the wheelboat before backup arrives. Scrapalicious. He wants to thank you for taking his side against the water. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way over. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin. The legend of the one-eyed child that... The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a... There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have... Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike. You're such a good... He understands why you came all... The potato people, or not. You might be right. The Nono prefer to hide. You found... The Nono's key energy is... Only time will tell. At least his... You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of key... You'll need a net to catch... You handle that net like you've never done. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree. Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, from this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. He says you'd better... No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her... He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, But
the
the tree started.
boboye.
Records tell of the ruinous devastation that Toxanol. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the world. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. He wants you to understand that you'll all die. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eater. He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true. Anyway, he needs help. He's grateful for that.
What's there to like?
Not as much as it hurts to look at...
Always making this personal.
And you're always trying to pretend it's...
There's Out-of-Date again. He must have missed something important. Out-of-Date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there are two. The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the understanding. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction, to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world, and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out-of-Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift. He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to... Out-of-Date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life. Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded. Deep cut. This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone. That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know. Let's see. It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance.
Cliff Tooth
Says they're where...
Tabbejob for Ahlefist.
Says the Sifu decides who...
Sibi? La panen aginkan man. Gerat na falo hutut mus. Tugai la wute. Volop matati.
What? But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on... He heard you took out-of-date side against the scavengers in Bunker 101. It seems you believe in help. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about... Your Muma invented Wang Fu. Originally, it consisted of unarmed combat and the sick... Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good. If you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for tomorrow. You'll unite the tribes and defeat the world. The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side... Their kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. You both have gentle minds, so they want to wage a gentle war. A war that bonds as much as it breaks. Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival outposts and earn the right to... Once seeing you brings back his memories of the old village. Anyway, the memories you make with your family are strong and can sometimes come to life. Passing the old village on your way to the first rival outpost might...